All right, greetings and welcome to Productive DeFi. So this is the hands-on portion of the course. This is the really fun section where you're going to see me go through everything hands-on. You're going to learn DeFi hands-on. Now, when I say hands-on, it will be referring to myself being hands-on. You'll be able to see me do everything, and you certainly could follow along. However, I would recommend for some of the tutorials, you may want to watch me do it first before you decide to do anything. Particularly, I'm referring to the lessons where you'll be transferring funds and maybe paying fees. That's stuff that you would want to see me do before you do any of that. Of course, none of this is financial advice, so you do take that risk of paying fees and stuff if you decide to go down that route. So that's certainly something to consider. But in this lesson, I certainly think you could follow along with this MetaMask tutorial, because in this one, we're not going to be transferring funds or doing anything too crazy. We're just going to be installing an app, and this app is called MetaMask. Now, the reason we're going to use MetaMask is because MetaMask is the most popular wallet to use on the browser. And MetaMask is just a crypto wallet for DeFi. It allows you to store your funds in a safe and secure location on an app that is all integrated into your browser. Now, you go to metamask.io. That is the official site. You go to download. And now in this lesson, I'm going to be using Chrome. You certainly can use any browser you want. That should not limit you in this course. As long as you have MetaMask installed on some sort of browser, it can be your browser of preference, maybe like Firefox or something else. That's totally fine. The only important thing is really just to install MetaMask. So I'm on Chrome, but you can follow along on any of these supported browsers. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to install MetaMask for Chrome. And then that will take us over to the Chrome extension store. And you just very simply hit add to Chrome. Do that, add extension. Very simple stuff. And then once this is installed, we're going to need to set up our account. So I'm going to agree to their terms and conditions and create a wallet. This password will unlock your MetaMask wallet only on this device. MetaMask cannot recover this password. So it's important that you remember your password, whatever you want to create it as. I'm going to go ahead and create a password for myself and just make sure that you remember your password. All right, and then I'll go ahead and create my wallet. My wallet's been created. It says secure your wallet. Before getting started, watch this short video to learn about the secret recovery phrase and how to keep your wallet safe. So this is a video that I'd recommend that you watch if you don't know anything about it. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm just going to go ahead and skip it. Now, this is, I'm going to show you kind of what they're talking about, but definitely take all of this in. Security is important, and you definitely don't want to just take my word for it. When it comes to security, definitely dig into the official words from MetaMask, obviously. So secure my wallet, that's the recommended path. This is something you definitely want to do. It says write down the 12-word secret recovery phrase and save it in a place that you trust and only you can access. So this secret recovery phrase is going to be a secret phrase to allow you to recover your wallet, which means if you had a bunch of funds in there, it would allow you to recover your funds if you got a new computer or your computer crashes. How do you recover it? Well, this secret recovery phrase is how you would do it. So you'd want to make sure that you store this secret recovery phrase somewhere that's safe, maybe physically written down, in a safe deposit box or in a safe somewhere that you can't lose it. You could also store it electronically if you wanted to, but you would just want to make sure that's in a secure place, So definitely just be careful where you secure that, where you save that phrase. So you won't see me share my phrase because, this whole part of the security. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this box, copy my stuff, back it up, and I'm going to put it somewhere safe. And that way I can recover my funds should I need to. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to skip ahead to this video. Okay, so now that I've secured my secret recovery phrase somewhere safe, I can go ahead. My wallet's been created successfully, and I can just hit got it. All right, so it's been installed. Next, done. All right, perfect. So it's going to give you some information about how to steer clear of scams. This is good stuff to read as well. And then, always do your due diligence before opening requests. So we'll talk about that a little bit in this course, but you might want to review some of the stuff that it says here. It's definitely good stuff to check out. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to show you MetaMask. So here it is. It's been opened up. We have an account that's been set up, but I'm just going to show you if I come over here. Most of the time when you use MetaMask, I'm going to pin it to the side of here. So most of the time when you use MetaMask, what you'll do is you won't really use it inside this view. You'll use it as an app where you'll click it here. So all I did was I went in here to this sidebar and I just pinned it so that it would show up here in the top. And now that it's pinned, I can just come on here and click this. And when I click this, it'll open up MetaMask and it'll just, all right, try MetaMask portfolio. I'm just going to go ahead and skip that and got it. You can read all that information if you want. We'll cover all the important parts when we go through the rest of the tutorials, but you have your wallet now. So you're basically all set up. You should see something like this. You have one account and yeah, you're basically good to go. So you can see that we have no funds here though in our wallet. And so I'm going to discuss, the workings of this wallet as we go through the DeFi course. So you don't really need to worry about things too much. As long as you've gotten to this point where you have MetaMask and you can open it and you can see your information, then you're basically good to go. Now, sometimes when you open up this up, you may have to enter that password that you created for your wallet. And that'll happen occasionally when some time has gone by after you've installed the app and everything. So first time that you boot up your computer and fire up MetaMask, you'll have to enter your password and so forth. So yeah, just make sure that you remember your password that you used when you created MetaMask. And then that secret recovery phrase is something separate that's used for a full account recovery. And so that way you can recover these wallet addresses that you have in here and all that stuff. But the password is all you'll need to basically log into MetaMask. So that's pretty much it. And I'm going to show you in the next step how we can fund this wallet so we can actually have some usable cryptocurrency in this wallet. All right, so that's it for this tutorial. All you need to do is install MetaMask and then you are good to go. And we will be using this as our tool to utilize all of the DeFi tools that we're going to get into throughout the rest of this course. All right, so congratulations, and I will see you in the next step where we're going to put some funds in here.